Blondie, Heart of Glass, some of the best from the 80s. Of course, that was an email request from Alex in Toronto. And Alex, if you're watching, we've got a special treat for you because we're going to be replaying right now, this very second, the interview that happened with Blondie on Friday. It happened on Friday. And right after that, we're going to be playing the only 90s video that we're going to be playing all weekend. It's a brand new hit from Blondie. Maria, on Much. Here's the interview.
Okay, now for the moment you have been waiting for. Blondie has regrouped after a 17-year hiatus. The album is No Exit, and I'm with the founding members, Deborah, Harry, Clem Burke, Chris Stein, and Jimmy Destry. Hi.
Hi. Hello.
So, 17 years, had you been, when did you start coming into contact with each other again?
3 years ago.
And you were doing your work with the Jazz Passengers. How did you approach this particular album? What sort of new stuff did you bring to the music of Blondie?
Minimalism.
Minimalism.
Yeah.
Were you the opposite of that before? Were you maximalist?
We were
before?
very wall of sound band, dense, very dense.
Mentally as well.
How did the glove fit when you all came back together again to write more minimalist?
Smell the glove.
Like OJ's glove.
Oh God,
That's
terrible.
That's the wrong answer.
No, it was pretty easy to slip back into our roles musically. We went into a room and started playing, and it sounded like us. And we looked around to see if there was a cover band, but it was actually us.
We actually played with a Blondie cover band in England, Jimmy and I did.
No way.
Yeah, we went down, we looked in the newspaper and it said this band, Platinum Blondie, was playing, and then all of a sudden we walked in and everyone went into shock, and we got up on stage and actually played a few songs with him a few years ago when he and I were in London together.
Right.
Pretty funny.
So then you were prepared for the second phase.
Yeah, I like the glove analogy. I think it's like we had a couple extra fingers this time. Yeah.
Well, it's a very eclectic album, too. And everybody's writing on it. It goes from country, ska, reggae, all sorts of forms. Was that always the way that it was, making music with the four of you?
Yeah, I think our interests have always been very diversified. And although I think that this record sort of pulls it off a little bit better, Auto-American was also very much like this.
Yeah, and your voice is in fine form.
Thank you.
Those years, yeah, beautiful, beautiful work. The years playing with the Jazz Passengers, did jazz help to influence some of the music, the melodies that you were doing?
Perhaps. I think that, you know, in actual fact, you know, everything that you do adds to your, you know, sort of backbone, or, you know, your embodiment of the kind of, you know, what you feel, and it all adds to your style and to your sound.
It begs to be asked the question, and you're probably sick of hearing it, but what was the impetus that made you guys want to come back together and make music?
We wanted to make a new record. I mean,
It's backwards thinking, you know. The time all goes on at the same time. The past, the present, and the future all happen simultaneously. So the impetus was what's going on now.
Right. Okay, so we're different time phases. We're talking quantum theory.
Yeah.
So the band never really stopped.
That's possible too, yeah. I can see that.
So in 1974, when you first came together, what was the genesis of the band? Chris and Deborah.
Right.
What had happened there? Like, you were a former art student. You were from Kansas.
No.
No?
I was
you were a Kansas City waitress.
Yeah.
Max's Kansas City was a restaurant in New York.
Okay.
Right.
I thought it was Kansas.
And I worked there for a little while, and that was a good rock and roll, interesting restaurant in the 60s. And then there was a later incarnation where all of us played. It became like another music venue in New York City.
So then you were just pals that saw each other in various bands and decided to make music together?
Initially, Chris and I met through that, and then you know, we met Clem through an audition, and then Jimmy came around through some other friends of ours on the scene, and then, you know, we sort of put the band together bit by bit.
You were part of the epicenter of a really amazing time, it seems, historically, the whole New York scene in the 70s. Andy Warhol said you were his favorite band, as well as you have Basquiat playing turntables in the Rapture video, incredible.
Yeah.
And so many bands like the Talking Heads, New York Dolls, Television came out of that whole CBGB scene, as well as you. Like there's a lot, we only know it through movies that people are recreating of that time, but you were there. What was that whole scene like?
It was it wasn't as well lit as most of the movies portray it. It was a lot darker.
More black and white?
Yeah, that too, yeah.
And it didn't have all the incredible excitement and verve that it's portrayed as having. There was probably
a lot of big spans of dullness
Yes.
just laying around, you know.
Eating Twinkies?
Yeah, the whole 9 yards,
Waiting.
yeah.
well, cheese sandwiches with potato chips. That was up
It's
there.
more film noir.
Yeah.
Was it very exciting period? Like, were you informing each other? Would you like see the folks from other bands?
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah,
sort
yeah.
of, was there competition involved there?
Only later, after the money started showing up. Initially, it was kind of communal.
Yeah.
But I was certainly much more influenced by the Ramones and the bands around me than I was by anything that I was hearing on the radio at the time, that's for sure.
Was it a small scene? Like,
Yeah,
About
initially.
100 people
Yeah,
initially,
it
or
was
less
very
than
little.
I figured a handful of bands, there'd be one band on stage and the rest of the bands would be in the audience. It's kind of how what it was. And there was
And we all got in for free.
actually, and very few women around at the beginning, actually, as well.
Unfortunately, with the economic boom in the West, you know, most young people can't afford to live in urban areas. You can't be expected to have a band and be pulling in $1,000 a week to survive. You know, it doesn't work.
Yeah, what made that scene happen was the fact that there were 4 or 5 bands living within a 4-block area of one another with this one club to play in. They could all afford to live there because it was so cheap. It's the time when New York City was broke, and our president, Jerry Ford, at the time said, "Drop dead New York." And New York was really doing bad. We had a mayor who didn't care, and the arts flourished.
yeah.
You know?
And then the money came in, and then that's when, what happened after the money came in?
Well, I guess the scene sort of continued on, but I think the original bands, you know, all sort of took off and toured the world and made records and sort of carried on the legacy and talked about CBGBs, and then the club actually became, you know, a real fact, you know, and people went there. I mean, they continue to go there to this day. It's sort of a real music place.
And you became mainstream pop icons, but the fact is it was kind of like when your music came out, it was like, wow, what is that? It was sort of
I
so
don't think
fresh.
at the time, I don't think we really got, we always thought of ourselves as a cult status, even though we had the hits, you know. And now maybe we're mainstream, and I'd hate to think that anyway. I don't know what the hell mainstream is anyway, really. It's so diverse now, you know.
Were you trying to, like, put something kind of bizarre out into the world of pop culture?
Oh, still, yeah, there's not enough bizarreness in our lives, generally. People are too complacent.
I think we believe in eccentricity. You know, I think that personal statements are really, really, really important.
Yeah.
Now, when we started, we were influenced by pop culture, but now it's kind of become pop culture, so it's kind of art imitating life, or vice versa.
Well, now it's our turn to put something in as, you know, maybe we were taking it out, so.
Also, Deborah, your whole presence was really, really an empowering female image for, as you were saying, Chris, there weren't a lot of girls on the scene at the time, and then you came out, and it was just like, wow, sexy and strong, and it seems to pave the way for people like Madonna and Courtney Love. At that time, were you aware that you were trying to do this sort of playing around with this type of image and bringing forth a new type of female image in?
Well, I think that it was an idea whose time had come, really, and you know, I'm glad that I was there in the, you know, doing the right thing at the right time. But I really always felt uncomfortable with the sort of frozen roles and the allotment for girls, you know, of my age, young women, and you know, I was very sort of miserable in that context, so I really was looking for another place.
Did you ever get flack from, because that was a time where it was pretty, there were probably like feminists who were probably saying, oh gosh, you're wearing stilettos and doing, you know, being really sexual. Did you have to take the heat about not sort of, or being able to express your sexuality?
Most of the flack came from men.
Oh,
Yeah, most of the flack came from men. There was, I think there was some confusion, and there was some, you know, women's livers that sort of attacked me, but for the most part, no. The real abuse came from men.
What did the men have the problem with?
That she was being overtly sexual, you know, all the stuff that
Intimidating?
Mick Jagger was never accused of selling his sexuality because he's a guy, you know.
Well, it was sort of just a put down saying that that's all that I was doing, is that I was just flaunting my sex and then I had no talent. You know, that was the big,
wow, that's
big put
crazy.
down.
Do you see that same tradition? Are you happy with the roles that women have fostered now in contemporary pop culture? Do you see that same tradition of what you were working toward, what you stand for, is happening now, or is it becoming more conservative? Do you think?
I don't really know an overall picture. All I can say is that anybody who's foolish enough to just, you know, consider just to take that, you know, one small aspect of themselves and just use their sexuality, it's got to be very foolish. I think that you really have to be committed to what you do, and you have to really work hard and do it to the best of your ability. And, you know, there are a lot of things I think you can't just, you know, expect to ride on some little wave of novelty.
Well, it's ironic in, you know, in retrospect to what's going on now. You know, you see like Foxy Brown and all this stuff. I mean, the stuff that Debbie did was so mild compared to what's embraced now and not even considered risque, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was an innocence to it, you know, I think.
Yeah.
You also have some collaborations with Coolio on the album, and just in the history of rap music, you're cited as the first band to put out a white rap album with Rapture. What was the attraction to rap and forms of hip-hop?
Well, it wasn't a white rap album. We did one single, Rapture, and it wasn't like, the thing is, it wasn't, you know, a burgeoning rap scene back then. I mean, Chris was, and Debbie were influenced by, you know, Chic and Good Times and Sugar Hill and all that stuff was the only thing that was happening back then. What were the other guys?
Yeah, you know,
Funky Four.
It's rap movement has always been.
I cut the interview short. Should any way, shape, or form Suki and Lee or Much Music or Blondie say, "Oh my God, you have this, can you capture it?" Then I'll come back and capture the whole thing. I'm shorting on time. Time on this is getting very short. So what is this? Blondie? Oh yeah. Like newer Blondie. It's cool.
In concert, online, fresh new music.
Oh my gosh, Mentos. The Fresh Maker. Yeah, I'm capturing the best of the commercials. For sure.
Remember what fresh was like? Wrong. It's the Mentos 1999 Fresh Maker Tour. Mentos, the freshest mint, is sponsoring the freshest independent bands across North America. Want to find out more? Visit Mentos.com, where you can hear the bands, vote for your favorites, and listen to them in concert online. Fresh new music, fresh tasting Mentos, a fresh, fun website. Can't remember what fresh was like? You will. Mentos, the Fresh Maker.
Are you ready to feel the noise? Are you ready to rock? Then crank it up to 11. It's Monsters of Rock! Monsters of Rock. 35 huge hits on 2 CDs and 2 cassettes.
Again on my own.
Poison. Scandal. Winger. Monsters of Rock. The greatest hits from the bands with the biggest hair, the loudest guitars, and the coolest videos. Nelson. Cinderella.
Delivery available.
This 35-track collection is not sold in stores. To order, call the number on your screen or send check or money order. 2 CDs, $26.99. 2 cassettes, $21.99. Rush delivery available.
Amidst the clutter of the modern netscape, there's much to disdain, and even more to fear. But take heart within the depths of the web, in the Tower of Song. You can chat with your favorite VJs and stars, play online games and contests, win prizes, check upcoming Much guests, frequently asked questions, weekly schedule, daily listings, and concert listings, all on Much Music's website at muchmusic.com and on AOL, keyword Much Music.
No, you're kidding. No, he didn't. He did not. Okay, no, hold on. Okay, Tina's on the phone, but I have to do this first, okay? So we're going to be playing something for Rick Massey in Winnipeg, Never Gonna Give Up by Boulevard. And we're also going to be playing some Terrence Trent D'Arby. That would be for Kim in St. Catharines. Okay, Tina.
Yes?
How's it going?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Good. Hold on. Good. So are you enjoying the 80s weekend?
Yes, I love the 80s.
You love the 80s?
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay, so, you, grew up in the 80s?
Yes.
That's cool. And, did you go to school dances and stuff and listen to 80s songs at school dances?
Yeah, I used to make all kinds of requests for them to play certain songs.
What was that?
I used to, make them, I used to make requests for them to play the songs at the dances.
Oh, yeah, so did I, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Okay, so, what do you want to see?
I want to see Crush on You by the Jets.
By who?
The Jets.
Oh, cool. No. Oh, Ed the Sock says no.
No.
Well, do you, Ed the Sock, he's, such a geek, okay? Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, Ed the Sock, total geek. I'm going to go beat him up when we get off the phone. Bye, Tina.
Okay, bye.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, again, I'm skipping the music. That was a cute little... NFLD is Newfoundland, which is... I just learned this. It's above and to the east, most eastern part of Canada. I know nothing of that. I've never heard it abbreviated, but I learned something new. This is Milli Vanilli. Oh shoot, Venga Boys. Oh, you know I gotta get this. Yes. This is a live. Oh, this is live Venga Boys. Sorry, Milli Vanilli. I'm kidding. Venga Boys here.
just blown up all over the radio stations. Is this your first time to Canada?
Yeah, first time ever.
Okay.
It's great.
And
I love it.
real love with Canada. Now, have you listened to the radio at all since you've been here?
Well, in the limo and in the car and everywhere, yeah.
Have you heard your song on the radio yet?
Yep, yeah, we did. I mean, you can't describe it. It's very strange.
Listen up, we want to thank all the people in Canada for making our record gold. Thank you.
Congratulations on that. Definitely. Now, obviously, you like to party. You say it about 20 million times, but it's also a job. How do you keep the balance between the two?
You know, we have the best job in the world. We're getting paid to party, so don't complain about it, you know.
There is no balance. It's strictly about
No
partying.
bad part about Benga Boys, no.
Okay. You must have some really good managers and people supporting you then. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's partying and there's partying. How do you keep the energy up? You keep doing this from city to city to city.
Well, but the audience is great. The audience keeps us going, yeah.
The audience is giving us a lot of feedback. That's what we need.
So what is the most common comment that you will get from your fans then?
Well, a lot of things, you know. Clapping hands, stamping feet, yelling, screaming, singing the songs, of course, you know. So that's the most important thing.
And you're just getting started. You are just getting started in North America. You're already big stars in Europe and Asia as well. I heard that you were even arrested in 1997 because of some craziness that you were up to. What did you do?
We throw some money in the public, that's all. That's all.
$10,000. Canadian?
US dollars. It was the best party ever, you know. The people were like crazy. They arrest us for that. I don't know why. We're so sweet. We give money and they arrest us.
So did you stop throwing out the money, or can people expect to get some money from you?
Yeah. No. It was like under the banner, music for the people, money for the people. So we want to give some money back, actually.
That's a beautiful thing. Very beautiful thing. Now, I noticed on your itinerary that you're in Toronto all weekend long. What are you going to be doing? What are you up to?
We're leaving tomorrow, sweetheart.
Oh, the itinerary was wrong. Oh, I'm so disappointed.
Yeah.
Where are you off to?
We're going back to the States, and first we go to Texas and then to California, and we got to go to Miami and New York and name it.
Well, you know what? We've got a lot of people from the U.S. that are watching us. They are coming your way. The Benga Boys! Thank you so much for stopping by. It's a pleasure having you. And as for us, we're going to take a short break, but we're definitely going to get on this party with these guys. Thank you again.
Dancer in the Dark. It's directed by Lars von Trier, who directed the very depressing foreign flick Breaking the Waves, and set to direct the new flick in which Björk plays an Eastern European factory worker who is dealing with an incurable eye disease. She goes to Washington, D.C. with her son in hopes to find a cure. Sounds equally as cheery. However, they do have a lot of Busby Berkeley-style tap dancing numbers. She's going to be dancing and doing the soundtrack and singing. That Björk, here she is on the wedge.
It doesn't scare me. I have walked this earth and watched people. Doesn't scare me. I can be sincere and say I like them. And be the laughter and and be doesn't scare me. You can't say no to hope. Can't say no to happiness. Doesn't scare me. I want to go on a mountain top where radio and good batteries and play a giant tune and
Once again, love all these memories, but I'm not going through all the rigmarole of blinking out songs. So hopefully, if I only put a few seconds of the song, it'll slide by the sentence. Yeah. I don't know this Bjork song, man. Arm Call. Man, I gotta find more Bjork that I missed over the years. Yep, here we go. Final Fantasy VIII with no translation. I made it pretty far in that game. I want to say Disc 3. I never beat it. And I basically just muddled my way through everything. Any chance there is cinematics? Yep, I recorded the cinematics. Here we go. This is the ship launching off. This was super cinematic. Oh, here we go. Yeah, and that was important because I had seen the anime music video with it using Devilman, but I hadn't seen the original music video, and Much Music played it. Or more human than human. This is Lunar. Once again, oh yeah, I read CA.
I am Zenobia,
No, this is still Lunar. So I actually took a second VCR, played the cutscenes. Oh man, to go back and watch Lunar would be the same. I don't think I'd remember a lot of these things. Here we go. This is Final Fantasy VI. For the PlayStation 1, they re-released 4, 5, and 6. Yep. And it had cutscenes too. Very Amano, very CG Amano. And I think you can just go into the cinematics and view these. You don't have to play through the whole game. Yep, so I just recorded all of this then, yeah. This is from 5. 5 I didn't play that much. Where's 4? X-Death, yeah. This is, oh no, this was actually going the back end. I had a parallel port adapter for my PlayStation, and it let you view the video file. And at the time, man, that was great. You could just view the ending credits for To Ball number 2. You just watch all the movies. Yeah, so this is the file select. Yeah, as long as it is XPR. I'd let you do voices too. I remember we found some really bad English dub voices. We were just watching those. Man, I just watched all the cinemas. There's no label. There was no proper label. You just kind of went for it. That looks like a cinema. Oh, the size was somehow an indicator. I'll tell you that stamp, 1997. This was the opening to the quest mode. Oh man, this is the opening for...
A gravity wave has occurred. The hyperspace correspondence...
I don't know, it was English subtitled in Japanese. It was a Sony mecha game. This is back to MTV. It was also known as Limal, Limhl. I think, yeah, Kajagoogoo.
There's one thing I know. It's how to get attention at a party.
It's an early episode of You Can't Do That on Television. Next on Nick.
Mr. T.
This is the kind of humor I'm talking about, yeah. Mr. T goes to a Tupperware party. Portland Emo Core? What the... Okay, definitely taping this.
Yeah, happy birthday. What? It's your birthday. What? No, Nickelodeon. It's your birthday. Nickelodeon.
Up next, Nick knew the When's got another really big star, Alanis Morissette.
There's one thing I know. It's how to get attention at a party.
It's an early episode of You Can't Do That on Television. Next on Nick.
Mr. T goes to a Tupperware party, will not be seen at this time, in order that we may bring you this after-party mess.
Happy anniversary,
Barb, you've been open exactly 10 years today, and not one of us has died of food poisoning yet. Amazing.
Oh, gee, thanks, kids. This is the happiest day of my life. And I want each of you to have a piece of my special cake.
Interesting green icing, Barfy. What flavor is it?
Oh, no, it's not a flavor. That's moldy fungus. I prepared this cake 10 years ago, and just for such a special occasion. There, wait, I can pry this apart. There. Oh, look. There's an ant farm in there. Hold on, wait a minute. Wait, Alanis. Yeah, that's a girl. I'll save this and put it in my mixture for the 20th anniversary cake.
What's going on?
Oh, the amigos are celebrating the big raise what they got from the Presidente.
Yeah, sounds like they're having a good time.
Oh, sure, a few drinks and some of my special enchiladas. A couple of chiquitas are going to jump out of a cake.
What?
And then we are going to have one great big finale.
Oh, yeah? What's the finale?
Oh, it's going to be a beautiful finale. A great display of fireworks. Oh! Oh!
Too bad you're gonna miss it. Hey, guys, let's party! Who's gonna have time?
I'm sure it's gonna be at some point someone's gonna get slimed. So this was Alanis Morissette's early acting roles. I don't know if I could find a way to watch this show. It's just that guy was in every skit. He must have been the guy running it. But yeah, Barth. I heard that. So I think it's just the one episode. And they brought it back because... There it is, yeah. There's the slime. Another ready, aim, fireworks. Then there's the thing where they would talk to each other in lockers, but then the lockers were somehow connected that they could pop out of one and go into another. Yeah. It's just in front of the logo of the show. Where are any of these people? Where did they ever go into doing anything else? I don't know. I mean, Alanis, obviously, yeah. She's amazing live. Her voice is loud lion roar. It's another one. Oh, more commercials. Yes, garbage. Definitely garbage. Really had a Shirley Manson poster right above my bed. I've seen them live 3 or 4 times. This is more Venga Boys. Yeah, it's the original video. They need to tour. We need Venga Boys in 2024. I don't know about the. You can see the VCR overlay. Oh no, that was another. Yep, definitely taped any Venga Boys mention. And I think I taped Venga Boys over another show, and that's where you're seeing the double or the overlay, something overlaying something else.
Of the Molson Canadian Rocks bus with all the Much Music Edge Fest winner.
Edge Fest. So edgy. There you go. I'm gonna record this.
Everybody, this is the interior of the Molson Canadian Rocks bus with all the Much Music Edge Fest winners. Hey, you guys having a good time yet? Oh, where's where we get Canadian? That's where they sound like an exciting bunch. Hey, what's your...
Yep, your early Shiba-Mato. Still a fan of theirs. Got to see them. That was a dream come true. That was 6-7 years back. Got to see them. Got to do a meet and greet. When they came out with Hotel, I got an autographed CD. They still got it. They're so good. More Garbage. This was Garbage 2.0. This is where the videos got kind of kinky, kind of more twisted and dirty, gothy. I don't know what you label Garbage. Everybody Wants to Rule the World. This is also tied to Real Genius. I was really into that. And that also traces back to Fast and Freedom Fighters. That got me into Real Genius and some Val Kilmer movies.
You go on repeating it.
So I'm pretty sure I can find some Tom Green episodes. This isn't pertinent that I record that, but this is MTV. This is, yeah. Do you want some Mountain Dew? Yeah, I just want to see if I can get commercials for MTV. Oh, yeah, you got his grandma to mix her mix her cooking with a dildo. Pretty sure most of his skits were from Canada too. Glenn Humplick. He put a horse head in his parents' house. I forgot. Nobody was hurt. No. Boom.
Much Music's classic.
That's another thing too, is that I would be channel surfing as you do in the 90s, and I would only catch the tail end of the song, and I had hoped I'd find a tape. So it was a three-part process. You find the show or movie or music video you want, quickly find a tape, press play on the tape. Is this a blank tape? Is this where I want to record? Looking back, I could have just dedicated a tape to just output only, and only having it to record on the fly. Like, make it the designated tape. You don't rewind. You leave it at the last video spot and just fill it up. But you know, I watch videos and I watch tapes, so I'm not gonna have that ready to go on the fly. Pretty sure this is where it hits the end. Yeah, he made an ice sculpture of his mom and dad having sex. This was funny. This has got to be the cow teat one, right? Oh man, he actually had, yeah. He would not allow, animal cruelty would not allow that these days. Janine Garofalo.
Fans love you. Janine wants
I mean,
you
we
here.
need it regularly and not via satellite. You know what I mean? We need you present and here and with us.
Glenn didn't want to come on the show because he got tortured every time or embarrassed or just... Oh, man. Yeah, Tom got lucky. He got picked up by MTV. That's definitely a big stardom. Then Freddie got fingered. And then, was it Road Trip or Your Road Trip that he got to be the roommate?
I can't believe this. I'm such a fan. Where's Bo and Luke right now?
What's going on here? Where are these guys? I don't know. I think that's why I was into Tom Green. He's just so out there. Just so unapologetically Canadian. Is that how everybody is in this country? Oh, the soccer field. Yeah, so they blur out a ton of faces in this because they're like, you can't play
The
ball.
fans and the people that participate in soccer.
I just want to play soccer. Alright, and this is the music video. Super Thruster.
Red jacket! Red jacket! Come here! Lori's got a dead bird, look!
Yeah, they picked up a dead bird in New York and no gloves, just walk around with a dead bird and asking if you want to pet it. Pet my pet bird? Or taxidermy. Maybe it was somewhat, no. It's Tom Green, definitely not. He didn't care. Well, security. These are early prank videos. Oh man, Crystal Method.
I looked into someone's eyes again.
Yep, MTV too. MTV had slowly turned to Real World and Jackass, and then MTV2 just became a hodgepodge for music videos, but they also played trance and techno in the late nights. Pawn Shop. Yeah, where did Tom Green film? Was it just New York? Was it all over the place?
I'm not supposed to do that, am I?
No. It's just like tonguing this lady. Oh, he had poop on a microphone. He just quietly put it closer and closer. But yeah, he was able to maintain a motionless face, so you really weren't sure if he was kidding or he was just off his rocker. There's the cow teat. Yep. Just the freshest milk.
No, you try. No, you try.
I'm sorry, it's so bad. You try it. It's fresh. It's true. I mean, it's fresh cow milk, whatever. Yeah, he got his ass beat. Alright, so yeah. Tom Green on Conan O'Brien. I'm pretty sure I can find this interview. I'm not worried. I think there's a few more commercials after this, and then I'm finally done. I'm gonna go to the barcade. I'm gonna play some karaoke. I need some chicken wings or something too.
Come on.
Okay, so yeah, this was just a bunch of much music all over the place. Lay it on the line. Alright, here we go.